a spell.
Oh, so you took another level of sorcery?
Yeah.
Nice.
Again, for the end intention for my character, I have to hit level 17 with Sorcerer. So the only thing I can multi-class to is level 3, which also means I get fucked out of a feat selection.
He doesn't pick feet.
More of an armpits guy. Don't worry, I don't like myself either, Cad. And yet he's dating me, chat.
Are you talking to me or to Steve? I didn't see
The
that
go
one.
live message.
The one in
Let's see the go live
stream
message.
notifications. Of course it is.
So is this going to be the crux of our ploy to get at Bob?
Hope not.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, it's Leviosa.
That video was so cursed.
Don't you just love Oni?
But Ron,
No, I don't.
I'm the
It's
chosen
so
one.
cursed.
What if I can't perform?
But Rod, what if I can't get it up? You've been suspended from Twitch.
You suspended for foul language.
Okay.
You've been suspended for not being able to get it up.
Thank you, Steve. Very cool. Hello, guys.
It could be worse.
It could be.
I don't know.
We don't want to think about how it could be worse, but the statement is true.
It is true. Let's not continue.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Okay. How's it going, guys? Everybody doing good? We are back with another D&D night here. I think Mr. Bob has to inform all of you where we are currently at. I'm going to let him take it from here.
Too busy drawing lips or drips of water on Sylvaris.
Oh.
Hello? Water, he says.
Or spit.
Yeah, I think that's spit.
Oh, well.
To which Sylvaris opens his mouth.
Yeah.
Sensei!
Yamate Kudasai.
They're going to torture me today. We'll see how this goes. Anyways. Last session, y'all made it out of the dwarven rune that held the white dragon mask. Thalra put it on, saw a vision of the castle, of Tiamat, of multiple dragons, and as they were trying to escape, they got caught by a salamander with tremor sense. They beat the crap out of that, made a friend with a giant, drank some giant beer. Not a large glass of beer, a literal beer made for giants by giants. And eventually made it to,
so you know that shit's good.
So they eventually made it to the city of Neverwinter off the Sword Coast. Upon arriving, they decided to go to the noble family that is associated with House Nars, which is Thalra's family, because they had a letter of introduction, and they decided they were sick and tired of, as they said, slumming it.
Yes. Literally.
Upon their
We
arrival,
deserve nice things.
Also, apologies for the white background, chat. We'll be gone in a second.
upon their arrival, they handed the letter of introduction over to the butler, who let them in to the waiting room, and they were greeted by a friendly elf woman who introduced herself as God damn it, where's the name?
Non-Swayla.
Arden Winley Errol, Lady Errol who's the matron of the House of Errol.
Okay.
Her husband and her children are not currently in, and she has been greeting you and listening to your stories, and has welcomed you to be guests of the house, for at least a reasonable amount of time, depending on however long your business here in town takes place. As long as, and Thalra, you know that this invitation is, as long as you don't overstay your welcome and you don't bring shame to their house, right?
Yes. Define shame.
Shame.
What is shame?
He's got a point.
If your mother would slap you, probably shame.
Okay.
If you would
upon
lose
family.
if you would lose dinner over having done it, it's probably shameful. This is the card that I had made for you,
You just want me to show that to chat, don't you?
if you want to. Steve's reaction still makes me giggle.
About what?
About being a ball of dough.
Oh. She needs to be bred.
Oh, where's my phone?
He already has children, Steve.
And what I said still stands.
And you don't have the right equipment.
I'm sure there's a potion for that.
He's not wrong.
So is there anything you want to discuss with her or ask of while you're here having, since she's extended this invitation? Dice.
Did somebody say dice?
Did.
Well, I don't have any questions because I'm a ignorant peasant.
None for me.
Okay.
I think we're ready to settle in for the night and not live like peasants.
Yeah.
How did y'all arrive to the city again?
That's a good question.
I thought you said it was kind of evening. At least that's the last thing I remember.
I thought it was midday. But can't remember. And for the sake of argument,
Well, you're the DM, so decide.
midday. I'm terrible at making decisions.
We know.
All right.
But now we're just in time for a happy hour at Taco Bell.
Shame you couldn't get that Mountain Dew pie.
Hold on. What?
Yes, apparently Mountain Dew is having or Taco Bell has a Mountain Dew pie. And
It's like a key lime pie, but
it's
Baja
probably as
Blast.
terrifying as it sounds.
Yeah, it sounds interesting, but also what? Why?
Because they're edgelords.
The
So
Edge is calling tonight.
So she informs you that they'll set up the detached village, or not village, sorry, the detached house, right?
Yeah.
For
I was about to say, God damn, how big of a high roller are they that they have a detached village from their village?
Well, I mean, you don't want to see the villagers, so you go to your own village.
Yeah, those villagers are
True. And when the in-laws are in, you can just send them to that village instead.
That's why it looks. Fuckers.
Lechon's about to be eaten.
So they will have the. So she rings a little bell off to the side, and the butler comes back. And he gives him instructions to show the guests to the detached house. And to make sure that they are basically that your needs are met for the time being. As I said, Laura, you would know that there are you would recall the proper etiquette when it comes to visiting a noble house, right? You greet the head of the house, whoever's there. If there's someone else not there, whenever you would be summoned by the head, you would reintroduce yourselves. The rest of y'all probably don't know all these, especially not Savara.
Show up rocking out in my fucking Hawaiian shirt, sandals, dwarven ale in hand.
You get dwarven ale.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I always keep myself supplied.
Well, did you bring some for us?
And do you want some?
Yeah.
Then take some.
The butler will take you to the detached house. And we'll let you know that he'll send over a housekeeper to keep the place taken care of during your stay.
Well.
And if there's anything, and if you have anything to pass to the lords of the manor to let the housekeeper know, they'll take care of it. And similarly, if they get a message from them to you, that they'll make sure to leave it with the housekeeper as well. So, and the housekeeper, the villa is off to the side, so the people at the gate will know where to let you into. So it's kind of implied that you will have access to the grounds and to the village, but the house itself is upon invitation, right? Or the main house. And so you get there. There's several rooms. There's a reasonable dining area here. Thought this would be a respectful guest house for it. It's probably neither the main house and the complex are not as big as yours would be, but it is bigger than actually no, it's probably about around the same size as the Cauticus Manor that y'all, for lack of a better term, heisted. But the fact that it is in the middle of the city versus a manor with a city that was built around it speaks a lot for the scale of things.
Yeah.
So y'all settle in. And what do y'all want to do now?
Was it the bishop we were looking for in Neverwinter?
Yes, from the Bahamut temple.
He was one of the things.
You said we had
Okay.
access to the
What was
village.
the other
You mean
things?
Neverwinter?
What was that, sir?
You said we had access to the village. Did you mean Neverwinter?
Oh yeah, you had access. The house's complex, right? You have access to the grounds. It is inside the city of Neverwinter.
Okay. That's fine.
I keep on saying village instead of villa, and I mean like the detached house that you're able to stay in.
Oh, I got you.
So you would have access to the city proper. Like obviously, you're not prisoners here. Like usually, how this would work is if you're like Thalra, you could explain this to them. The house servants,
Mm-hmm.
they start treating you as like an additional set of masters. As far as like you have something coming in, they'll receive it for you. They will let you in and guide you to to the house that you're currently using. They will make sure the house is clean for you. If you would like a meal, you would let them know. Like you are welcome guests in this place. And by all accounts, like y'all would recognize that the building that you were in, it was very clean, very well maintained, very affluent. Go ahead and give me a history.
All of us?
You would like. This is more just like additional information that's
For his story.
I'm historical,
Damn.
clearly.
that's impressive.
Yeah.
You know
I don't
no
know if
history.
I don't know if I've ever seen someone get an actual 0 on a check. It's possible, right? But I don't think I've ever seen it.
What about dueling gates?
That's pretty common. So Thalra with a 19.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing that you notice is that these are elves. This is a very affluent house. But the things that they had were not of necessarily significant history. Like your elves, like an elven noble house, there are things in your house that are hundreds, if not thousands, of years old.
Okay.
And there might be a few things here that are a few hundred years old, but everything seems, in elven terms, newish. To everyone else, like y'all don't understand. Like it would be hard for y'all to catch it just because the scale of age is not there, right? Like,
Right.
Sylvaris, you were out in the boonies for however long. Lachan, you are a lower middle class family from Waterdeep. Rax is a great one. Everything is inferior to him.
You really roll a 0 on a history track?
He did.
I rolled a 1 minus
That's
1.
impressive.
That one with a -1.
That's crazy.
Not
I'm
as
incredibly
impressive as
attractive.
Cad's dueling nat ones, but
True. We should have died.
It's okay. Let's get those nat ones out of the way, Zeph.
I know. What matters is that I don't do it during combat.
Oh, I mean, again, at least we
mean-
had a good roll to replace it, right? The
Yeah.
problem is when you're rolling on your own, and it's like, there's no getting out of this.
gonna store that one. Did I upload?
Okay, so it's evening already.
Hey, it's early afternoon.
Or afternoon.
Because if I recall correctly, it would take a day and a half to travel, and y'all went through the night,
Okay.
so you got there noonish. At least that's what I remember, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh yeah, I did have one.
Rax will go to Thara and see if we need to go research anything before the end of the night.
Research anything?
Yeah, like if we're going to go search the city for the bishop that was missing,
Oh, okay.
or if we're going to wait till tomorrow for that.
I mean, I don't know that we can do it necessarily in their house.
Well, I mean, we'd have to leave to do it, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
And if we're not doing it tonight, do you think they'd have an issue with Rax going to the garden?
I think it's a Bob question.
Oh, like their personal garden, or like
Yeah.
the city's gardens.
No, the one in this place.
Oh yeah, no, that would be fine if you would.
That's
if
kind
you
of
would
the
like
point
a-
of said garden.
Yeah, like
Rax
you have.
will, Rax will go there then.
Yeah, they'll ask you if you would like a guide just to show you where it is.
Sure. Or just point direction. Actually, no, guide would be better. Rax would end up walking to the kitchen or something.
Yeah, no. So they'll ring someone. One of the manservants will come and take you to the garden.
Cool.
Filthy man.
I'm sure. So like Sylvaris and Rax is probably a little bit tempered to this because he's been at the Bahamut Temple, which, while not a noble house, is obviously very opulent, right?
Yeah.
Thalra, you grew up around this sort of thing, so it's
Part and parcel.
it's par for the course for you. Sylvaris, you and Lechon this would probably be the first time you've been in a place such as this where you weren't like completely overwhelmed by something, right? Like the most recent thing that I can recall that y'all characters would have been in would be when you were doing the heist, which you were doing a heist. So like
He's not wrong.
like to be comfortable here is a little bit unnerving for you just because you feel out of place.
I put on my Roman toga to fit in because it's classy.
Ain't no way.
The Roman toga, by the way, is stolen bed sheets from the one inn we were in.
I thought you had fine clothes though.
They are. They're fine bed sheets.
No, like actually fine clothes.
Yes. Yes, I do. Bob won't let me roleplay as a fancy bed sheet person.
Oh no, you can. I was just confused. Wanted to clarify whether or not which ones you were actually.
If I actually had, yeah.
While Rax is going to the garden, what's everyone else gonna do?
So Rax is
I don't know
going to
exactly
the
where.
garden. I
I
think
don't know
I
exactly
will
where on this.
catch up with the mother. Kind of ask her what's been going on in town and such. And how she, feels about the fam and all of that. Just general girl gossip.
Okay. So do you want to change out of your adventuring gear and go
Yeah.
do that, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take some time to you send a request over, proper etiquette and whatnot, to go visit, and you receive word, and so you have a bit of time to get ready before you go there. Lachon, Silvaris, what about y'all?
I'll just follow Rax around.
I will go visit the brewmaster.
Man has
Go
a
visit the
one-track mind.
Woman.
Yeah.
I'm a dwarf man trapped in an elf woman's body.
That would be terrible for a dwarf.
It is. Nobody understands this curse.
Couldn't hold their liquor. All dainty, can't grow a beard.
Flat as an anvil.
And just as hard.
You got that right, brother.
That was actually one of the insults the dwarf cleric did to high elf archer and goblin slayer.
What?
What
Flat
else?
as an anvil and just as hard.
Yeah.
Damn.
Alright, so Silvaris and Rax, you will go through the grounds and go to the garden. When you made the request, they assumed that you wanted to see the. When you say garden, they're thinking in noble terms, right? So they show you to a very pristine, organized garden, like flowers blossoming along both sides. There's a nice fountain in the center. Flowers, roses, various things, and very well shaded. This is maybe there's probably a gazebo in the corner with a nice shaded area. This is very clearly a noble woman's garden that is not a, and it is not a like a food garden. It is a decoration, right?
Yes, Rax knew that.
Okay. The gardener who's there starts going into how long they've been working, how long they've been maintaining the roses. Very proud of their work. Like they were talking about one variety that is unique to the House Errol, and it is a purple rose with pink. Like the tips of them tend to go from dark purple to bright pink in a very short amount of time. They are very proud of them here because this is the only place that this specific variety is from. But other than that, it's very much so Lady Errol's personal garden. She's very proud of it.
Okay.
Okay.
God damn it, my stomach hurts. Sorry.
If there's a bench somewhere, which I'm assuming there would be,
Yeah.
Rack will find one to sit on and then pull a book out of his bag and start reading.
Okay.
It's one of the books from the Comet Temple, where I'm trying to figure out if there's any more dragon stuff in it. Since that dream we saw, or that Laura told us about.
Just leaning against the wall with my arms crossed, just kind of listening around.
The great one has a bodyguard.
Yeah, the great one has a bodyguard, you know.
There's Rax is on a bench, just out of the sun with enough vision to right, and like behind the tree, he's just standing there menacingly.
Oh God,
Just what he does.
never seen me come in.
Lachon, much to your dismay, the chefs here do not brew their own alcohol.
They are elves after all, Steve.
Clicks tongue in disgust.
They do tend to bring in both mead and wine, but from vendors or from merchants, both local and they will mention that the master of the house has recently acquired a small case of wine from Cholt that he has become incredibly fond of. And he's hoping he can get more of it because he is almost out.
Look at the bottle and just see a picture of Rax giving a thumbs up wearing sunglasses.
Let's see. Rax, roll a D100.
Come on, 69.
Oh, so close.
Pretty close.
So close. But the line for this one was 67, so yes, it is the Great One wine.
Yo, let's fucking go! Let them know that I can get them a hookup on that shit. I'm sure the master of the house would be very pleased with them.
Mm-hmm.
But the chefs do tell you that there are some places nearby that do brew. There are a few bars in town, especially here in the area, and like adjacent to the noble quarters that they're currently in, not within them themselves because it's unseemly. That if you wanted to, if you
Is that at least like
preferred,
upper scale, or am I slumming it to get to these places?
there are a few gentlemen's clubs where you can get the nicer places to drink if you had an invitation. But they do go from like the upper middle class, or the upper class gentlemen's clubs, all the way down to the seedy dive bars, depending on which one you
bars.
Depending on which one you were looking for, they could provide some rec. So the slummiest of the slums, they wouldn't have recommendations, and you would kind of be like, just knowing what you know about them, you would be worried about any scrummy dive bar that actually had a reputation, because usually those are the ones that are
yeah. Yeah.
So Thalra, you
Do they
would
know of any of them that are dwarven?
They could probably get you some instructions. You were particularly looking for a dwarven
Okay.
farm. That could be a
Got to come back with souvenirs for the boys.
Thalra, after
Mhm.
adjusting getting into some out of your armor into your fine clothes, much to the dismay of your recent endeavors, they still fit. Unfortunately for how do you feel now that you're wearing these after so much time has passed? Because you haven't had to wear prim and proper clothing for months at this point.
I was gonna
Ever
say I've
since
definitely worn them during the campaign, but
Did you?
yeah, in the Desserin Valley,
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
in the Air Temple.
Gotcha. Oh, that's right. Okay. So you go back to, instead of going to the greeting area, you go to her trying to think of her personal waiting area, right? So you get there, and it appears to be a small in vague sense, right? It's not as big as the waiting area, but it is more cozy. It appears to be her private library as well. It is very well lit, very bright, very. You can see the flower, those dark purple with pink tipped flower roses in multiple vases around the room. In the center, there's a small little waiting area where she's sitting, and she motions for you to come in.
Okay, I go in.
Okay. It's like, you have no idea how happy we are for you to visit. Ever since we last spoke with your mom, and she said you might be stopping by if your adventures brought you this way. I'm so interested to hear how you're doing. How's your sister? How's your mother? Like, she starts going into just a tirade of questions, wondering how. Like, you can tell that there is a genuine interest in both your family, how you've been doing, and the family has been doing, the business, as well as how you personally have been doing. What have you been doing up to? Because she appears to know that you have been doing other things outside of normal family business, right?
Yeah. Do I remember the makeup of the Errol clan? I think it was.
I think we determined that you had not ever dealt with them directly, but as part of your education, you definitely learned it. Go ahead and give me a history check just to.
Yeah.
It's not going to be too hard, right?
Don't worry, I'll fail.
Oh yeah, of course.
Double 20s. Wow.
Oh, nice. Oh no, yeah. So the Errol family, with a 20, you would know that the Errol family has the lord of the family, the patriarch. Let's see if I feel like I wrote these names down. I should have. Yes. Savael is the patron. Savael the second. Then we have Martin Winley, and you would remember that Winley is her maiden name.
Okay.
They have their eldest son, Savael the Third, and they have a.
Can I insight check her for my feminine intuition? Is she trying to matchmake?
Go ahead and give me a insight check. You can do so at advantage.
Wait, did it roll? Oh, okay, it did.
Yeah. So with a 17,
yeah,
with how friendly she's being, in combination with how you know your mom operates, this is 100% a matchmaking opportunity.
God damn it! God fucking damn it!
Had you read the have you read it earlier and thought about it earlier, you probably would have realized this sooner.
Yep.
But you know that you're already here, and since their family is a business partner of your mother's,
yeah,
there's only so much you can do up front.
That is
but
very
like
true.
I said, she's very friendly. She's very interested in you. And in the back of your mind, you're kind of glad that the father and the eldest son are not here.
Yeah.
With a 20 on that history check, though,
yep,
you would also realize that there are no nearby or no near known heirs to the Errol family.
Wait, what? What about the eldest son?
There's just the eldest son and the daughter, right?
Okay.
But as far as Savael II had no brothers. Savael I had no brothers. So actually, Savael II didn't have any other siblings. So the next heir, if like goes into noble politics, right?
Yeah.
The next heir is several degrees of separation away, and it's typically less desirable to do that for them. So going back in your check, he got played by your mom.
Phantom image of Thara's mom pops up behind her laughing.
No,
I was laughing because I was laughing because I planned this out ever since I gave you the letter of introduction. I was wondering if you would catch on.
I figured. That's why I was like, oh, Bob threw this out in front of us. He had to have a reason to throw it out in front of us. And then it's like, oh, she's being really friendly and she wants to know more about you. And I'm like, why would she want to know more about me specifically? Like, usually if it's going to be a political thing or like a business thing, they'd want to know, like, how is my mother doing? That sort of stuff.
Well, that's definitely part of it. I'm glossing over a very large. She basically bombards you with a lot of this stuff just by nature of her being so bubbly. But she's very interested in. Let me put it this way: she is very much a noble woman, in the sense that she's gone through this, and she knows it's her. Like, she treats it as her responsibility to support her husband, and they know that their business and the lineage are important, so connections to your house are beneficial, whether those are through business or through marriage or both.
Does she know that Dark Elf Society is matrilineal?
Does she care?
I was gonna say she should know, but yeah, that's I guess the question is, does she care?
She could make it like it doesn't really matter, right?
Okay.
Because even if you are taking over, like, part of it is her trying to understand and get a fit for you personally, right? But there's a reason why your mother went along with this as well, because your mother's also a businesswoman.
Yeah.
So why would she want to to do this? So how much are you willing to share with her?
Like, about myself?
Share
So, like,
it all.
there's like the main question where, how's your family doing? So she would know. She would request both by name both your information on how your mother's doing, how your sister is doing. She does not ask about your brother. And then she starts asking about, like, she doesn't ask about your brother, doesn't ask about your father. Then bombard you with, like, business. How much have you been helping with them? Because it seems like with that, it doesn't seem like your mother has said you aren't helping, but hasn't really revealed into what capacity you have been helping, if any. So with that 17, you'd be able to tell, it's like, if they are a merchant family themselves, your ability as a merchant has value as well, because, like I said, this is, to them, it is a matchmaking opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, your adventures, like how you've been doing, that one is more along personal. It feels like it's more along personal curiosity about what you've been doing. If this were to go through, would you be willing to, like, is this person willing to change? And because the expectation for her is that noble people want to do noble things. Adventuring is beneath them. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe adventure for a goal. Maybe make your name for yourself, because she knows you're not the heiress. But if you're looking for a way out, hi, we have one.
I mean, I can be open with her and fish to see.
Ah, the negotiator.
Because I feel like I should use this to our benefit as well.
Reasonable. How do you want to use? And if you want to take some time to think about it, we can go visit the rest of the party for a bit.
Yeah, go visit them for a bit.
Okay. So we will go to Lechon and Silvaris. Sorry, not Lechon. Rax and Silvaris. The bookworm and the bodyguard.
Like, I get we both have red scales.
Does Rax have red scales?
I'm just going by the avatar picture.
Oh, then yes. Been a while since I saw the picture.
Also,
On
is
the
that
loading
bookworm as WORM or WYRM?
YRM, yes.
Bookworm.
See, Rax is down there
Lizard.
in the next to Lechon and Silvaris.
Oh yeah, that's red scales. Well, cool. Do I get to breathe fire now?
After you have a particularly spicy pepper.
Sweet. New goal unlocked.
Okay. So what are you looking for in that book?
I mean, it's mostly a way to pass time for the evening.
Okay.
I didn't expect to actually find anything useful in it, since it's literally the book I've carried with me from the temple. But he did give us more
Okay.
insight on
I was
that
like,
dream.
did he get a book that I forgot about?
No.
Do you want to find a book that I might have forgotten about?
Sure. If it has relevant information, sure.
So, go ahead and give me
You pull out a book called Deus Ex Machina.
Go ahead and give me a religion check.
He did really good in Sunday school.
Yes, he is a great one. So with a 24, you would recall that you would recall, and you kind of find confirmation about how Jindy was talking about how, like, he assumed that it was a magical ritual in order to bring back TM or do something, because that's always been the Dragon Cult's goal. Ultimately, bring back Tiamat because
why not?
Because we can.
And that the typical goal has always been, we need to recover the masks. We need to recover the masks because that is what would allow us to open the portal. And then we would need they would need a horde of or I'm trying to think of the best words for this one. Basically, they need to find a horde worthy of the Dragon Queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dragons love loot, not just, and this is Tiamat, the mother of all dragons. Not just any pile of loot; they need a nice pile of loot.
Okay.
And then, and finally, the guess is they would need a sacrifice to bring it all together. Something worthy of supplanting their Tiamat's position in the Nine Hells to allow her to escape to basically take her place, right?
Mm-hmm.
A great one. Am I going to be sacrificed?
Well, do you actually think you are?
We're just leveling up so I can be a better sacrifice.
I think you questioned if the Archbishop would have been enough of a sacrifice. And the question was posed, like, do you think dragons would actually see a mortal as their equal?
No.
Yeah. So
no,
you and the Archbishop probably aren't the sacrifice that they're looking for. But
right.
You kind of think about how they're acting and everything. And if they, according to Thalr's vision, they were acting as if all they needed was if according to Thalr's vision, all they needed left was the final mask.
Yeah. Is the Archbishop a high-ranking cleric?
Yes.
Like a high level one, I mean?
Yeah. You're not sure how high of a level?
Yeah. But by all means, that means
pretty high up there.
One.
Yeah.
That means he could probably summon something to be sacrificed. It's like even I could conjure a celestial right now. It won't listen to me, but I can conjure one.
True, but when it loses its hit points, it's gone, right?
My version, yeah. I don't know if he'd have something better.
According to the rumors, though, the the bishop is here, and the summoning activity would be at the other base, like the one in the sky.
Okay.
So it kind of doesn't make sense. And the other part would be the Green Dragon cult is the one that attacked the church, which everything you've heard about since is that the Green Dragon cult has been kind of in shambles because the speaker is MIA. And the speaker being the person in charge. The dragon cults there is a speaker, which is a mortal, who is partnered with a dragon, right?
Mhm.
You know that Sagarith was, based off of how you did it, Sagarith was the dragon of the green cult. You don't have any information about the speaker other than the fact that there was this attack during the attack on Waterdeep. They were most likely the ones who kidnapped the bishop, but then they vanished. Y'all have personally killed the speaker of the Black Dragon cult and fought the one for the Blue Dragon cult. Y'all have killed the Green Dragon and the Black Dragon, right? And you fought the Blue Dragon. So, but if they have the other part is that even though I think the conclusion that you were able to make was that only a dragon would be enough for a dragon, right?
Makes sense.
But then the other part would be that they already have it. Where did it come from? And you also know that the dragons would not be as, even if it's for their mother, for Tiamat, most dragons would not be as selfless as to sacrifice themselves for it unless they had no choice, or they could, if they think they could get away with it, right? So enough planning. Why can't we offer something else, right?
Okay.
That's what you kind of get from that. You kind of get bits and pieces that kind of affirm that. So what Jindy was saying, Jindy told you back in the day, seems like it's still standing up to how things are playing out.
Okay.
So far as you still just hanging off
Yeah.
on the corner,
Yeah, still vibing.
vibing, maybe taking a nap.
Yeah, eyes closed. Not fully sleeping, but like it's kind of like one of those. My eyes are closed, but I'm not tired. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still keeping an ear out just in case, something happens.
Okay.
Ears are more trustworthy than your eyes.
God.
What do you hear with your special elven ears?
All right, Latron, are you gonna stick around here or?
Yeah, I'll stick around. We're already split up enough as is. Don't need me wandering around and getting kidnapped.
Because you know how rare a half elf and a toga would be?
Pretty rare, man.
Not rare at all.
Kind of well
Okay.
done, actually.
All right, so we're gonna go back to Thalra.
Okay.
So how much information are you willing to share on those 3 topics. Like I said, it's
Yeah, what were the 3
there's your family,
Mm-hmm.
your family's business, and your own activities, as it were. Because your mom would have told them that you've been doing something, but even she wasn't super familiar with what you were doing, right? Like
right.
she knew you escaped, and she know you've been using her business resources.
I
But
think
that's about it.
I think I'll be open with regards to the family, somewhat cautious with regards to the business and our own activities.
Okay.
I'll still tell her things, but I'm not gonna like if she starts to pry, I'm gonna be like, no.
Go ahead and give me another insight check. I'll take advantage of it. Not particularly.
Okay.
Because you're doing this intentionally, like you're giving her information,
Yeah.
but you're kind of doing it with the intent to gauge you're trying to gauge what she's looking for at the same time, right? That's how I picture this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with a 17, you can tell that how your family is doing is almost more of a formality, right? If she wanted to hear from, it seems like if she wanted to hear from your mom, or if you wanted to really hear about your mom and how she's doing, it's almost like she has probably talked to your mom more often than you have, which granted probably isn't too much of a the bar's really low there because you're actively avoiding her.
Right.
With the business, you're kind of guarded with that. She's a little bit less enthused about what you're giving her there, mostly because while you're being guarded about it, you are talking about it in vaguest senses, so she wouldn't be able to tell, or she's not sure about if she could discern how involved you've been, because that's what she was kind of looking for. And then about you, like, you can tell that there's a genuine curiosity about how and what you've been doing since you made for the past few months, right? Ever since you kind of stepped away from your family, just because of how things were, what you wanted to do, right?
Right.
So she's legitimately interested in what you've been doing, more for the sake of it's new, right? Like,
Okay.
she's been here in Neverwinter, and you can tell that she doesn't leave the city very much. So hearing anything about what's going on from someone outside of the city, whether it be whether you're, even if it's just sights,
Yeah.
like, did you tell her you went to Cholt? Did you tell her you've spent time in the Desert Valley? Did you tell them about, like, you were there during the attack on Waterdeep from the dragons? And like less about what you were doing, or just so much that you were there to witness them, right?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna be really cautious with feeding her info about the dragon cult.
Oh yeah, understandable. With how that's going, that doesn't surprise me at all. So yeah, she takes everything you're saying, just is legitimately excited, like interested in in it, and like if you mention the attack on Waterdeep, she's like, you can tell that she's legit. She was legitimately like, and how terrifying was that? I heard about it, but it's one thing to hear that it happened, but another to hear because we hear that it happened, but not so much what went down while you were there. Like if you mention Cholt, she will start talking. She will go on a short ramble about this fantastic spirit that they found from Cholt, the Great One's ale or wine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zar, that's basically it, right? Zar made the comment of the real lonely housewives of Neverwinter.
Yep.
But as it goes on, she serves you tea. She serves snacks. Proper noble etiquette. And she doesn't bring up the topic that you're expecting. At all. Like, she hasn't made it. It feels like she hasn't made a decision yet, or she isn't sure, or maybe she was waiting for someone else to see how things go. So, like, she doesn't approach the subject of a matchmaking situation. You can't really tell. Like, you can't really tell if she knows that you know, or what, right?
Right.
But she didn't bring it up. But with that, the tea time will end.
Okay. Did she answer any of my questions?
Oh, which question did you have? Sorry.
About the goings on of the city?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I apologize.
It's like, this is all her, I guess.
Yeah, no, I personally completely forgot you asked. So.
Thank you.
The goings on of the city. She will tell you that there is a legitimate concern about what people have been calling the blizzard, right? Multiple, like, the guard posts, especially on the north side, are heavily fortified to anticipate an attack on the city.
Really?
She kind of comments that it is terrible timing with the games coming up. They have a booth if you would be interested in going.
Like the family?
Yeah, the family has a booth.
Okay. You mean like at what I assume to be is a stadium?
Correct.
Okay.
They have a booth that's there for them to go, and if it's perfect timing because there will be some. The games are currently ongoing, although it's one of those things. Is like the games, once it's festival or once it's time, they'll be going on for weeks. Which one of you suckers is sleeping?
Not me.
Maybe Steve?
Hope not.
No.
I feel like I'm hearing snoring. But the games will be going on for so much time, and like they're not like day after day. It's just like, okay, we have some time off, and there will be another day of festivities going on. She finds a lot of entertainment from a group of halflings known as the Lucky Seven. There are
I'm
only
gonna
four.
kill him.
There's only the team consists of 4 halflings. Currently, they've lost 3 members.
I already started. Come to me, Mountain Dew.
But other than that, like, she has a few friends in the city that are kind of have similar concerns, but their general opinion is that the dragons aren't dumb enough to attack this, right? People are worried, but yeah, something might happen, but we'll be fine. And it's just this kind of dismissive and mentality of nothing could possibly go wrong to us, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's for the pores.
Even though it happened to Waterdeep.
They weren't prepared. You see, the problem is that all these people think that it can never happen to them. But the reason why it won't happen to us is because we know better.
That's true.
And because we have a Dragonator.
Well, I mean, we have a Dragonator. They don't necessarily have a Dragonator.
We are the Dragonator.
That sleeps in the night.
Rax is the Dragonator. Attach him to one of the bolts and launch him at the dragon.
Yep.
It's gonna be the fucking cutscene from 14 with Louis Suave going fucking through Bahamut.
Put me in, coach.
She does kind of, now that you're in private, kind of questions how long. She knows that you came on business, but how long did you, like, in shorter terms, how long were you planning on being here?
I mean, do I tell her that we are looking for the Bahamut priest?
I mean, you could.
With her resources, it wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But also, if they're involved with them, then it would be a terrible idea. So, up to you.
After all, Cad, my parents are part of the cult, right?
Yeah, exactly. But we can't trust anyone.
Not even ourselves.
Not even ourselves, you know.
You see, Sylvaris has actually been a member of Dragon Cult this entire time.
You just never realized.
You know, it's funny that like Sean's the one saying not even ourselves when you're the one transforming slowly more into dragon.
Yeah, Sylvaris' actual subclass isn't Open Hand; it's Ascendant Dragon. No,
You just
no,
don't know
that's
yet.
He's open hand.
Indeed.
he is Open Hand.
His hands are rated E.
For everyone.
Yes.
He gets to spend a key point to do the 5-knuckle shuffle.
And you could put it in terms of like you're looking for someone. Hopefully, we're hoping to find them within a week or so. Like she's not telling you because she's not asking to. You can tell that it's not she's not asking because she expects there to be a time. It's more of just a legitimate like bookkeeping type of thing. And how much, if she wanted to plan something, how much time did she thinks she has? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll be here for a fortnight.
That's so 20 days.
Yes. Wait, is it 20?
Yeah.
I thought it was a
14.
week and a half.
I don't know actually.
Although I do think it's like a 10-day week in D&D, so you may be right.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah, fortnight is 2 weeks. But it's from an old English change
Fortnight.
like literally 14 nights.
Yes. Or 2 weeks.
Like the term would be the same whether a week was 14 days or 20 days.
Well, in this setting.
Okay. Like you can just say it's perfectly fine to say that you aren't sure.
I mean, I would
it'll
just
be at
tell
least,
her
like-
who we're looking for and why at this point. I'm assuming she is
Sure.
not a member of the Dragon Cult. She's just a member of gossiping, lonely wives.
Less lonely and more bored.
Oh, I can entertain her.
Can you juggle?
You want me to make a performance check?
Yes. Okay. Did I miss any of your questions though?
No, that was legitimately it. Sorry for the long discussion.
Nice juggle.
I juggle the shit out of her milkers.
Surprised that you were actually doing that instead of using balls. Okay, so she will she in a warm tone she says she'd love to invite you over while you're here. Make sure to have dinner with the family at least a few times.
Mm-hmm.
But you can tell that the invitation is primarily for you.
Damn.
None of that common riffraff.
Damn.
No, she doesn't use that.
I ask her if I can bring the Great One.
I invoke the right of the jester.
She will ask you
privilege.
She will ask you which one of your friends is the Great One.
And I will tell her, which one does she think?
Could it be the one on the wine bottles?
You mean that Great One? She
Yes.
didn't recognize him.
I tell
Give me
her
your
that
first
that's what we're here for. Is to help
me
the
a
Great One. A persuasion? I'm very persuasive.
Clearly. I'm gonna allow it simply because we already made the joke that the wine bottles have the Great One on them with sunglasses doing 2 thumbs up.
Oh, that's a real thing.
It is now.
Yes.
And
Fantastic.
jokes are the greatest canon.
They are.
The kobolds of Chult are making distilled spirits with your image on them, Rex.
Wait. So what do I look like on there?
You look
Do I
like
look like a kobold?
Yeah.
Did she recognize me as a kobold though?
No, she didn't. That's why she didn't recognize you as the Great One.
So, because Rax is disguised, she doesn't even realize.
Correct.
Great.
Oh, that's
It is. Okay.
You gotta take the
Well, if you need me to
glasses
do
off and
something
put
as
the sunglasses on.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you need me to do something as the great one, I will take them off for her. But
Yeah. I tell her the great one is great at parties.
oh god, why?
Fireball plays in the distance.
You're just looking to get somebody to get your attention so you can fuck off.
No.
Go hide in the
And
corner.
boy,
or
howdy,
something.
that's where we come in.
Look, Thora has a singular focus now. Get out
Oh.
of this marriage interview.
Yep.
Oh, I see. That's fair.
As you, I'm going to assume that Lachon eventually found his way to the to Rax and Sylvaris in the garden.
Sure.
Assuming you didn't. You said you weren't going to split up, so it'd be
Nah.
improper for you to join the tea party halfway through.
Yo, is this a bathroom? Gotta take a dump.
Okay. So the rest of the evening, the rest of the day kind of goes by relatively I'm trying to think of the proper term.
uneventful.
Uneventful.
Yeah. Uneventfully.
Very peaceful.
They bring you
The
they
first
bring you a
real
meal.
peace we've had.
They bring you a nice dinner. To the detached house. It is a multi-course meal appropriate for guests.
Is it strictly elven cuisine?
No, it seems to be focusing heavily on both Neverwinter local specialties, as well as what, like, there are some things that you don't recognize here, which are more interesting in nature, such as like there's like a cheese tray, and there's a few cheeses here that you don't recognize, whether from Waterdeep or even you heard of, and like the table maid who's there to help to serve everything will start explaining that these are specialties. These are some of the specialties of the house and the business to bring in some of these foods. Like as part of the company, and like this is Thor. You would realize that, like, this is pretty much normal exchange to show off, to welcome guests as well as to show off what they have, the specialties that we have. It's a way of showing off, right? It's not so much for showing off, but like making a stand for what we are known for, right?
I gasp quietly and look at Rax and go, "Look, exotic cheeses." And then I proceed to feed Rax all the cheese.
No.
Put him on my
All the
lap
cheese.
and just, here comes the
All right.
airplane.
The cheese was our joke, not Rax themselves.
Yes.
I swear, while I was rereading Goblin Slayer, I saw every time the lizard guy
Yeah.
would eat
The
cheese,
lizard?
he goes super excited, and I was picturing Rax.
That
every
is
time.
precisely why I always keep on saying Rax, the cheese gremlin.
What did he call it? Like the milk of the gods or something?
Yeah, something like
Something
that.
like that. He's not wrong, chat.
Can't even remember his actual class because it's
Shaman?
weird. It's like I don't know if it's shaman or cleric.
Mm-hmm.
It's shaman.
He calls it nectar.
Nectar of the gods, yes.
Because the lizard folk don't raise livestock.
I'm still impressed that they made a full-fledged TTRPG for Goblin Slayer that's not 5e.
Yeah. And they handle magic very interestingly. It's kind of the same way as.
Well, I mean, I assume whoever wrote Goblin Slayer based it off like 3.5 at the latest, right?
Or might even be based off other stuff or further stuff than back than that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's
But like, there's a lot of references in there. Like, for example, the burglar is very clearly modeled after Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah.
Like the Lancer in that one is modeled. The Guild Lancer is also
Right.
modeled after Cu Chulainn.
Yeah, but for the Bilbo one, like halflings in general were just based on hobbits. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's still D&D at that point.
That's.
Are you trying to say that all hobbits look the same?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantasy bigot.
100% Cu Chulainn. But
Oh
then
yeah,
they
without a doubt, dude.
But then they ruined it with they changed his hair color.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, they did make him blonde.
All right. The rest of the evening, like the meal is very full and very satisfying. It comes out with a dessert of fresh fruit, and some pastries as well.
Mm-hmm.
What type of fruit?
Mostly apples and strawberries.
I'm gonna fuck up them strawberries.
But with that, is there anything else y'all want to do this evening? Because it's a very quiet evening.
Yeah.
Different maids will come in from time to time to make sure that you have everything. Like one of them will come to make sure that if it's warm enough in the house or cool enough in the house to adjust the temperatures, make sure you have blankets if needed, set fires in anyone's bedroom if y'all need it.
I'd like to set a fire in Sylvaris' bedroom.
It's really
like y'all each do have your own personal bedroom.
So we don't have to share?
No, they set up 5 because I don't think they realize that Ronnie is a Drake.
Okay, well, I'm going to sneak.
I'm assuming she's in
I'm
the
going to
human
sneak into
form,
Thalra's bed. Damn. I did not successfully sneak into Thalra's bed.
Good.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100.
Who?
Everybody?
Who?
Just Lachon.
Oh God.
Is anyone doing anything else other than sneaking into Thalra's bed?
I'm fortifying the door.
All right. Rex, what are you doing?
For what?
In the evening, whether it's go to sleep or do something else.
Oh, Rax will go to sleep.
Sylvaris?
Clean off like all of my equipment before heading to bed.
Okay. Once you are done cleaning up and you go to your bed, you will notice that Lachon mistakenly found your bedroom instead of Thalra's. And Lachon is doing a terrible job hiding underneath the covers.
I throw my bag on top
Okay,
of the
Bob.
cover.
I was about to say, Bob, what I want you to picture here is instead of laying down in the bed with the covers over me hiding, I'm standing up with the covers over me.
Well, I was picturing you more like a cat ready to pounce.
Not just fucking posing on top of the bed with the sheets over me.
It's like your model's glitching underneath the sheet.
Clipping into the bed. I ate one of the mushrooms.
Cad, Ronnie will not use her own room. She will stay with you.
Okay. Works for me.
But with that, y'all go to sleep. Or trance if you want to do that, Cad.
Yes. What even is sleeping?
Take a moonlit stroll before bed.
Somebody has
In
to
hopes I
protect
see the
myself and
goose.
LaShawn.
Somebody has to protect myself from me.
After getting kicked out of Stilvaris' bedroom. Just gets yeeted outside the window. It's like, well, I guess I'll go for a walk. Where do you
Couldn't
go on
even
your
throw me
walk?
out to the hallway. And go back through the gardens. Just wherever would be a nice scenic view.
Okay. All right. With you'll eventually make your way back and find your own bedroom. Because Thoris has been heavily fortified again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
Just to
got
fuck with them. Just bang on Nathalra's door as I walk by.
there is
And you
no
could-
response.
I mean, you could just teleport inside of it.
True. Just teleport in. Hey neighbor, teleport out. Best use of 2 spell slots.
Did I set a
Dimension
trap
door
on
in?
the floor?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't know. Why don't I roll a D100?
The answer is always to roll a D100, Chad. He's learning.
72.
What kind of trap did
It's
you
a
set?
portal trap. I'm now falling for eternity.
No, it's just the simple like self-trigger lasso, so he's now suspended from the roof.
Joke's on you. I'm into that.
Just easily Misty step out of that one, and then back to his room after.
The entire point of this is that he has to.
The next morning,
I remain sleeping in the lasso.
didn't
Bring it
teleport.
back.
You didn't. I don't think you can get a comfortable night's rest doing that, Steve. All the blood
Fine,
would rush
I'll
to your head.
teleport back.
I do not untie
Which
him from the
one?
lasso. I just want this to be known. I want him to use that spell slot.
So what time do people wake up? Zephyr sleeps in.
Rox will be up early, do his prayers.
It depends. Is there sunlight hitting through the window at me? like the silent assassin that it is.
I mean, nobles probably have blackout curtains. So, and you would have seen them. So, would you have set them in advance or not?
Yes.
Then no. If the sunlight's not hitting you. So Rax is
When
awake.
I sleep in.
I'm assuming Thor is awake just by nature of being an elf entrancing. So
Yes.
whenever they're awake, they get going.
This is a very comfortable bed.
It is probably in the realm of too soft. If your characters are like, if your character's quirks include like being unable to sleep if it's too soft, this bed would 100% be too soft for them. If they can get past that, it's extremely comfortable. But some people might be too soft.
It's like I'm sleeping on the Nimbus cloud.
You would never be suspended by the Nimbus cloud.
Pshaw, Gladys. Lachan is a saint.
Chat, is Lachana a saint?
Saint of alcohol. Let's fucking go.
So the kitchen maids will come by and ask if y'all would like breakfast.
Yes.
And she asks when she looks around, she only sees you, Ronnie, and Rax. Is like, and so just like, for how many servings would you like me to bring over?
Servants?
Servings.
Oh, okay. That was like, are we eating people now?
I also heard
Servants.
servants, so
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, so let me
I was
get
just
the
saying-
archer over there.
I was just saying I also heard servants.
Servings. And since Sylvaris is AFK / be right
No,
back.
I'm back. No, I thought I was back. What?
Oh, is your character wanting
Yes.
Oh, I see the B. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. As I was confused, I was like, "What do you mean? I'm right."
I hadn't heard you say anything. God.
I did. Okay, but yeah, I got up early to early like I normally do.
Lachan is the only one sleeping in. Probably
It
sleeping.
seems pretty without
Lachan
smashing
has
that.
not felt such comfort.
Probably sleeping with their stomach out on top of the sheets, cockeyed to the bed. Just starfish.
Half hanging off the bed. Hand firmly planted deep inside my belly button.
So they bring out 4 servings. For Rax, one
4
for Ronnie,
servants.
or for Sylvaris and for Thalra.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a nice serving of a nice assortment of bread, jellies, some sausages, some eggs. Nice good hearty breakfast. So what is y'all's plan for today? The things that you have in town that you were aware of, and if you would have told the lady about that you were looking for the bishop, they would probably assist you in some capacity.
Mm-hmm.
There was obviously looking for the bishop. there is a branch of the NARS Trading Company here that your mother did ask you to check up on while you were if you were coming through here.
Okay.
There is the festival itself is still going, although there is not a round today. But there are still plenty of stalls and activities in the stadium quarter for people to do, or for things to be done, right? And I feel like I can't recall. Oh, that's right. Okay. But those are the things that y'all would recall, at least to my memory.
Mm-hmm.
And so whichever ones y'all want to pursue, we'll go with that.
I mean, I definitely need to check in with the trading company then, see what they know. But it'll probably give us the heads up that we need. I hope.
But more importantly, when was the last time our characters bathed?
Well, Savara's bathed last night. I'm assuming y'all had an opportunity to do so last night.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not stinky.
Definitely would have taken the option.
These are
Yeah.
important things, though. Don't want to be spreading plague. Is that red alert?
What now?
Tiberian Sons.
So if you want to go to the, if you would like to go to the shop whenever it opens, you know it probably opens mid morning.
Okay.
And see, what skill would this be? I'm trying to think of like business etiquette and like what you would.
Mercantilism.
Yeah. Like, how would you want to? So, she asked you to check on them, right?
Right.
Survival check.
She did not give you explicit instructions. It was more of a request and a direction. So you're not really quite sure what she wanted you to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So how you, and it's like, since she didn't give you explicit instructions, in your mind it's like, okay, what do I want to give her back? She made the request, I'm going to comply with it, but it's one of those, as long as I fill the letter of the request, she can't blame me for it, right?
Right.
I did what she asked. She didn't ask me to do more than this, so she can't get mad at me for doing more, for not doing everything, right?
Correct.
So, what would you, how would you translate her request into how you want to?
I mean, I check in with them. I see, how the branch is doing financially and whether or not there's any problems with it.
So, like, you want to do like a formal visit
Yes.
and just go in, make yourselves known, and proceed from there. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that can be done. Usually, the same way as you did it the first time at the other branch.
Right.
You would you kind of went in through the front door, said, "Lo and behold, y'all you peasants, I am the boss here now. Gaze upon me in wonder."
Wonder what that ass do.
I mean, doesn't have to be that bad, but
No,
I
you
know how
you
drow
didn't- you
women
didn't-
are.
You didn't do it to that extent last time either. You went in, introduced yourself. There are certain procedures that you would expect them to follow once you got there, and certain procedures they should follow, or it's one of those things. It's like there are certain things that they should do in response to you doing it the way you do, like verifying who you are, and treating you how you should be treated as a member of the owning family. Okay. Is it the entire group going, other than Lachan, who's still asleep?
Nah, Lachan gets up and gets dressed proper.
Yes.
They will bring you some breakfast as well.
Just some hand fruits is good enough for Lachan.
Yeah, well, it's not as fancy as everything else because you missed the breakfast call. So you
It's
said
okay. Her breakfast consists of coffee and cigarettes.
Where do you get the cigarettes
So
from?
you would ask the Neverwinter set up terribly.
We're
Like,
talking
there's-
about, don't
like,
you just love the squiggly roads?
No, the squiggly roads are one thing, but how many bridges do you see that cross the river, right?
3.
Exactly. They're all over there.
I
I
mean,
think that's by design because it's a fortress.
yes.
Yeah.
Going too many.
It's like the main road through here would be like
I like how there's only this bridge right here. Like, if you're up here by the river proper, fuck you. You have to go all the way around. Or you can try fording the river. Oh god.
like that would be like the main road through town, and holy shit, is that terrible. Anyways, so you would ask just to make sure you knew where you're going, because since you've never personally been to Neverwinter,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know exactly where it is. The butler will give you instructions. It's on the north bank of the river, along the main road. Probably about halfway in between Castle Neverwinter and the northeast gate. So in map terms, probably in this area, right? Get a good little token for
Awooga. I would have whoopee her cushions.
What?
What?
John has gone full degenerate. Or that just might be Steve being Steve.
That's just Steve being Steve.
No comment.
Just
You know, I accept that just for a simple fact that, like, 5 minutes ago I was a good knuckle deep in my ear just scratching away.
so you would put on your, you could probably be wearing adventurer clothes for this. It's not terribly uncommon to have adventures in the city.
Nope,
Especially-
I'm fancying it up.
I am not fancying it up. Let LaChan do that. I am 100%
Fancy
in
it
my
up, I'm going
adventures.
to pretend to be.
gear.
I'm gonna be fancy as fuck because I'm the Great One's handmaiden.
Does he know this?
I don't know. It's just a gag I like to do from time to time.
I mean, LaChan has regularly acted as the Great One's priestess. So
It's all about securing those wine deals, gentlemen.
sorry about that. You would make it to the. You would make it to the store.
Yeah.
You would get there probably, or sorry, before you leave the compound. You will notice a tall elf. In fine clothes, getting ready to leave through the front gate.
Okay.
He will stop and he will stop what he's doing as he notices your group, and he will greet you. It's like, Lady Nars, I heard from my wife that you arrived. You would, by the way, he will introduce himself as Savael Errol the Second, Lord of the Manor. Gives you the whole noble speech of introducing it.
Fifth of his name.
Himself. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think he's second, right? Not the fifth.
Well, whatever.
He hopes that he apologizes for being unable to greet you yesterday. He hopes that the accommodations that his that the house made for you were to your liking.
Yes.
And hopes that you can make time for him for them for dinner one evening.
Perhaps. I am very busy, though.
With Great One Adventures.
I tell him that I am on business for the Great One.
The Great One, you say? I thought you were on business for House Nars.
That is merely
Yes.
my side venture. It's what I handle in
We're
my
here to
spare
secure
time.
supply routes.
Well, if you need it in if you need a he goes into, you can tell that he also goes into business mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like, well, if you need anything, their store is on the south side of town, and you're more than welcome to, if anything caught your attention at either dinner or breakfast this morning, they can make sure to have it procured for you all as well.
Like food or supplies?
Food, supplies, goods. And he's like, we don't have as wide range of goods as the Nars Emporium does, but we pride ourselves on being able to get harder to reach ingredients.
No. Is there any that he's particularly proud of? The DM
He's
screams internally.
particularly fond of the dried meats and cheeses that he gets through his deals up further north and to the east.
Perhaps the Great One would like to sample those.
Perhaps I would like a joint venture in curing his meats and cheeses in the Great One's wine.
Yes, does he have the finest meats and cheeses in all the land?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Well, then you should procure some for the dinner party that we will have with the Great One.
He will make sure that arrangements are made.
Excellent.
I really enjoy the fact that the Great One has taken off so well.
Yes.
Who's the worst cult, the Dragon Cult or us?
I don't know. Y'all haven't killed anyone who didn't deserve it.
True. It's very true.
We've also forced people to be interns, though.
Look, be fair, we're a cult that kills other cults. It's just like, it's our thing.
He's not wrong, chat.
As you make your way to the Nars Emporium.
Okay.
Oh, Nars.
Go ahead and give me. So the streets are very busy. You can tell that the
Mm-hmm.
you can tell that like there's a lot of activity going on.
So insight or perception?
It's just my spell list.
Okay. I'm trying to think because I don't necessarily need an active check right now, unless y'all are looking for something in particular. The road, like the city is active, right? There's plenty of traders going in and out. There's plenty of people. It's a very festive mood, and y'all are traveling on foot because actually, are you traveling on foot or did you take your carts?
I never travel on foot, Bob.
We exclusively travel by rickshaw in cities.
This is true.
All right, so far as your
I feel like this is a trap.
What could possibly go wrong as I burn spell slots on haste?
I'll give you another hat. Nah, you get your wagon.
The shaggin' wagon.
You get the wagon, and it is fairly like the streets are fairly busy. There are plenty of people on the road. Several times you have to come to a complete. You can't like barrel through the city just by sheer number of people. Several times you would have to come to a complete stop. There are people guiding traffic, foot traffic, trying to get. It's like, look, if you're slow moving, get to the right. If you're moving faster, be on the left. And sure enough, there's always that grandma who's stuck in the left lane and just not moving, and everyone behind them gets mad. You know how it goes,
Somebody
right?
casts meteor on her.
What?
What?
Muffin button. And you will eventually. There are several times where people, like you see several times where people would come and stop, like stop each other on the road, start yelling at each other, or just friendly conversation. It's a very laid back
Hey, I'm
city.
walking here.
And it's like you can tell that it's a very festive mood. There's plenty of decorations everywhere. There's specials written all over the streets, or like the little cafes and stores along the way. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Perception. I'm very good at perception.
Suppose all of you are very good at it.
We perceive.
Except Lechon.
I'm so good at perceiving.
Yeah. With a 20 and a 22 and whatever godforsaken number Rax will eventually roll whenever they get back, you can't help but feel that you notice there are people in the crowds who. Welcome back, Zar. Give me a perception check. You will notice that there are people in the crowds who. They're not frequent. They're not common. But you will inevitably notice that there are people looking at you with curiosity. You don't feel like you stand out in any particular manner. I mean, other than the Great One being the Great One, right? But
and having a priestess of the Great One trailing behind him.
But you aren't sure if this is like you feel like y'all
malicious.
aren't any you feel like you aren't any different than the other merchants. You can't tell there's anything different between you and the other merchants. But
Make way.
there are people who and there are people who aren't sure if they're pointing at you or they recognize you from, right? It's not very common, but there's like one or two faces in the crowd that you can't help but shake the feeling that they are taking a particular interest.
Okay.
Eventually, you will make it through the city. As you cross, it takes a while to cross the bridges, just because of the number of people who kind of filter in there and just kind of gum up the roads. Eventually, you will cross, and the arena district is on this side. If we want to put it here, I'm going to say it's where this building is. So the festivities start going to the right, and start getting busier and louder as you go more as you turn that way, but your destination is further north, so it kind of starts thinning out as you get in. Upon arrival to the Nars Emporium, there's a place for you to park the wagon to rest your horse. And you will go in through the side door as because that's the one that's closest to the doorway. The little bell that you kind of recognize from the other store kind of goes off in the same manner, and you hear some voices shuffling as one as a female elf comes in, greets you, welcoming you to the Nars Emporium. Like, is there anything anything I can assist you with today? Are you picking up an order, or would you like to browse our wares, place an order, or are here to pick up something?
I inform her that I would like to browse her wares.
Okay. As far as you can tell, so far it is fairly normal, by the book practices from what you recall at the other store as well. Like the same greeting, same prompt response, just in general, overall good mood. Okay, so it is set up in the same way where the main area has multiple rows with goods. There are the more day-to-day common ones are near the front. As you go further back, you will notice that there are like you get into the more specialty items, and then further back in you start getting into the rarer goods that probably the common folk won't necessarily need, but like adventuring supplies such as weapons and other goods that they would have picked up and have available for there. Then, as per normal, there is a like a consignment, or not so much a consignment bench, but like the standard. Here's our catalog of goods if you're looking for anything in particular.
A Bahamut Finder 5000.
A Bahamut Finder 5000?
Yes.
Yes. Perhaps a red sphere that allows us to commune with Bahamut.
You can see a look of surprise on. I mean, she doesn't stick with you as you're browsing.
I mean, I was joking, but
okay. I'm not sure if Lachon was.
I'm never sure if Lachon is.
Same. That's the problem. I treat everything Lachon says as serious.
Wild card.
Okay.
Sean is just Charlie Day.
The catalog that's there is dated appropriately. It is the more recent version from the South. It's still a few months old at this point, but with the way things work, that's pretty normal. After a while of browsing the store, if you don't seek her out herself, she will come and approach and check up on y'all.
Okay. So,
is everything to your liking, Miss Thalra?
Perhaps.
She hasn't introduced herself yet.
That's right. She hasn't. So,
She failed the inspection, kill her.
Well, I was gonna say, does the shop appear to be running as per normal then?
As best you can tell, they aren't doing anything abnormal from your recollection. They are maintaining a good work environment, the good store environment. Sorry, not a work environment. We don't give a shit about workers' rights here. The
Lore accurate.
the store itself is very clean. The goods that are available are in very good quality. Like everything that you would expect to see is where you expect it. Prices don't seem to be they appear to be reasonable. So it's not like, it doesn't seem like there's anything out of place as far as, and like when you're coming in, you will notice that, or while you're there, you will notice that there are people who are sorry.
Okay. Take your time.
Like there will be other customers who come in who will be treated with respect, who will come in and get what they need and happily leave.
Okay.
So.
Alright, then I will go up to her and ask her for assistance.
Yeah, so how can I assist you today?
I'll tell her that I'd like to see her books.
You say that and it's just like you can tell that she's kind of caught off guard by the statement. It's like, may I ask why? Because that's not something I don't like.
I tell her mother wanted me to check in.
You can tell that she is still very, very much confused.
And I introduce myself.
There you go. Upon your introduction, she goes from flabbergasted and like the ... processing kicks in. It's like, and the realization suddenly hits. It's like, and she starts apologizing for not immediately recognizing you. We're very happy that to hear from the main family. Please, yes, come in. How the books? Yes, would you like to sit down? Like going into, you can tell like on her face that she's afraid she might have offended you, and is in full on. It's like, I have to be extra careful about this now just because we were caught off guard. So, would you like? She will eventually guide you to a back to the one of the back offices where she will introduce you to the well, you would during your introduction, something you would have showed the signet, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so she will, upon confirming the signet ring, she will take you to the back room where she will introduce you to the manager, and they'll take you to show you the books. the manager will reach you, and after uh, kind of shoving her to the side, right? Because why would she need to be taking care of you when he's here, right?
Mm-hmm.
He will show you the books and offer you kind of the same things. Like, and he gets here, like, after confirming it himself, he'll find the books and give you a place to sit so you can review.
Okay. And
He kind of a fidgety man.
how fidgety?
I don't know.
So you would like me to roll insight? 14.
With a 14, with a 14 on your insight, you can tell that he's kind of, it's hard to say. With a 14, you're not sure if he's doing it because he's nervous or there's something else. For the books themselves, how are you checking the books?
What do you mean, how am I checking the books?
Like,
what am I looking for?
yes.
Fraud?
Okay, well,
Straight to the point.
I'm looking to make sure that the books are in order and that there's nothing suspicious. Nobody's sifting off the top. No conspicuous entries. Everything is accounted for.
It says here somebody bought a 5,000 gold piece katana.
Yes, they did. Go ahead and give me a intelligence investigation check.
That's my jam. I'm a jam.
Okay, with a 12, you start going through. You check the ledgers for, namely, looking for fraud. But you compare the expense line to the income line. Check it with the you check the profits. I'm not an accountant, so I don't know exactly how you would be doing this, but you are comparing what you would expect to see versus what you actually do. And with a 12, there seems to be some minor discrepancies, but they're kind of covered up by there are some discrepancies you see, like, but there are expenses to pair with them, right? Like, so it's like, hey, this seems to be off by like 100 to 200 gold pieces here, 50 over here, but usually there's an accompanying expense to go with it that seems out of place. Well, it's unexpected. It's not very clearly that it went to that expense, but once you factor that in, everything starts lining up again.
Some giblet head did these books.
So was I asking him about the discrepancies, or was it just denoted in the books?
It was denoted in the books.
Okay. Can I ask him about them?
Yeah. Yeah, so you eventually he kind of left you to your own devices when you were doing it.
Mhm.
And he kind of when he gets confronted about them, he starts explaining that there are a few times whenever stuff goes bad, or there's a theft in the thing, it kind of gets taken out of what, for lack of a better word, a slush fund, right?
Yeah.
And it kind of makes sense to you as he's describing it. It's certainly not protocol for this to be done this way,
Mm-hmm.
but there are other ways to do it, but it's like, I really wish you did it the right way, but it's not like you're making a significant loss where it would have to be corrected, or it poses a significant loss to the company. It's
Yeah.
just, hey, you really should be doing it right.
Okay.
And go ahead and give me another insight check as through all this time.
Yeah, I'm mostly trying to gauge his responses.
Yeah, with a 17, you notice that while what he's saying makes sense, it almost has a practiced edge to it, right?
Okay.
It
He's
makes
reading
sense.
a script.
It makes sense to you. It's logical. It's not a protocol, but it checks out. The bigger problem is that you can't tell if he's being honest about it, or if this is just like Steve mentioned, it's like he's reading off a script, because it's almost too convenient that this answer makes this much sense. Because,
Yeah.
like I said, the books didn't seem right. They fixed it afterwards, and it wasn't so much in, like, usually you expect to see the accompanying the expense and the in and out lines to match up in the same relative location. These are kind of in different locations, so it's not quite cooking the books, but it's basically cooking the books, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's
They're
almost like
sauteing the books.
they're doing it after the fact. They're doing it in a way that can be covered, it can be explained. But the reason why it's not how you do it is because ultimately the way they're doing it can be used nefariously. And as he's kind of, like I said, it's almost practiced, and almost like it makes too much sense.
Yeah. I mean, so can I call him out for his fraud then?
If you want to make the accusation, the problem is that
How about
there's
this?
no.
I ask him for his name.
Yeah. Of course, I left my notes for that I actually had for this at work. So let me see if I can find his name.
Okay.
It's fucked up.
Herbert.
The buggy.
Horatio Cornball.
Okay. So he will he is the manager, and his name is Alosrin. Yeah.
Ilosrin?
Alosrin.
Can you put it in chat?
Yep.
Coapelo?
Okay.
And he is the manager of the branch. Usually it's him and his assistant manager who are taking care of things. And he is not acting like he's caught yet, right?
Yeah.
Like, because the biggest problem that you have right now is what he's saying is making sense. You just don't have a way to, the best way is like, if he's telling a lie, it's the only evidence you have is your hunch.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I thank him for his time. And I say that I'm going to be in town for a couple days. I'd like to keep an eye on the shop and talk to some people. And, everything appears to be in order, and that should be fine.
Yeah. He will say that if you come by again, if he's not available, the assistant he'll make sure that the assistant Nindrall is aware that you'll be in the area to anticipate you.
Okay. All right. I'm good then for now.
Okay. He does mention that
Now
Nindrall
where
should have been in today, but for some reason it's not.
He's playing hooky to go see the games.
Hell yeah. There isn't a game to problem.
He's dead. He was one day away from retirement.
Okay. Is there anything you want to pick up while you're at the store?
A crate
that
of
I
healing
particularly need.
potions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need a lot of healing potions. Pick those motherfuckers up. The greater healing potions.
My sinuses are getting blocked up so badly.
I leave that up to the DM.
They do have greater healing potions are fairly rare. Normal healing potions have been picked up in large quantities for the games themselves to try to mitigate casualties. They do have they do have 3 greater healing potions in stock. And due to the games and the increased demand, the current price is 120 gold per.
Family discount?
Since I like cooking the books.
They do not have due to the supply, they do need to have it in there. They won't let you. They are much less willing to let you write it off the same way that the other store did.
Mm-hmm.
Mother will hear about this.
I don't know. I think Lechon can be pretty persuasive about lowering the price a little bit.
I mean, do you even know how much a normal healing potion is supposed to run for?
Probably significantly more than that. No, Bob. I'm feeling like there's a
I'll
discount.
have you know, I'm very persuasive.
With a 32 in Lechon's, how are you trying to persuade him? Using puppy dog eyes or just normal rules for?
What little cleavage I have, I'm going to show off in my clothing.
Ah, yes, the good old Lechon seductive roll. With a 32, you are successfully able to knock it down. He will bring it back to the non-surge pricing, right? Of 100 gold per.
And they only have 3, right? So it's only 300 gold.
Yeah.
I don't
Mhm.
remember how much the party has as a whole, but I feel like we have a
I
lot.
think y'all used up the only greater you had.
No, I used a lesser when I used one. But
And there's normal healing, which is 2d4 plus 2. There's greater, which is 4d4 plus 4, and then there's superior, which is 8d4. With that 32, they do mention they do have one. It was on reserve for someone else, but they do have one superior healing potion in stock. And
How much?
that one's going to be for 500, which is y'all would recognize as normal rate. And they would just they haven't informed the client or the customer that it is arrived yet. So basically just delaying the shipment.
mm-hmm.
If you are going to request that as well.
Okay, yeah, we take.
Okay.
Yep. I'm good.
Right, so you pay the 800 gold, and you
Total,
get the
yeah.
4 potions.
Yep. Alternatively, we could have bought a house.
Yeah.
Don't you already have a house? I guess it's not yours yet.
Neverwinter.
But why would you want to live in Neverwinter? It's Neverwinter.
Exactly.
That's what people want sometimes.
You're speaking as a man that lives in Texas.
I don't even know what winter is.
Me?
So that's when we get our cold fronts, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's when your state completely freezes over and you guys have a natural resource disaster.
Happens in March though.
Ohio rules, bitches.
Okay. The rest of the store itself seems other than that, like everyone once you leave the back rooms, right, and actually start playing, you can tell like the mood of everybody is like higher strung and much more friendly, trying to make a positive impression on your group. Just because now they know that, because you can tell that now everyone knows that you are of the House of Nars.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that they didn't give you good service the first time when you were getting everything originally, but like they dialed it up to 12 once you revealed who you were.
And nobody likes a kiss ass, dear.
Everybody loves a kiss ass Steve.
He's not wrong.
Oh man, my back hurts.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about it.
You guys should check out Relief Factor.
Or Fear Factor.
Okay. Do you do anything else while you're in at the store?
Nope. Not yet.
Okay. So it is probably a little bit before lunchtime. Is there anything else you want to look at in town?
Yeah, guys.
Are there any churches of Bahamut here? Like, I'm just trying to think of who we could possibly talk to about getting more information about the bishop.
Hmm. No. Well, let's see.
But say otherwise, I'd say just ask any of the employees and they've heard or seen any strange goings on in the city.
The three main churches here are Ogma for the House of Knowledge, Torm for the House of, let's see, this one is Hall of Justice with Torm, and then there is one for the Church of Saloon. But there's not one for
And name was
Bahamut.
Saloon, I will defeat you. Then yeah, ask store clerks if they've seen anything strange and out of the ordinary going on.
They will comment that aside from the games keeping them exceptionally busy, the guards are also really high strung trying to keep, and they almost can't keep supplies for the guards in stock.
Hmm. I was about to say, I don't think there's any other information we can fish out of them then.
Are we still being followed by those people that were watching us?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Close my.
Really hate that my perceptions have all been lower than my passive perception.
Passive perception is based off. Oh no, it's based off of 15. 15.
It's on 10.
We'll use your 24. We'll use your 24 passive. 11, 21. So Varus, you and Rex will notice that there are still people looking at you. You will notice that you will recognize a few of them as people who most likely followed you from across the way. You're still not quite sure
From where?
why. From when they spotted a few people who were taking keen interest in your group.
Yeah.
And there are some people here who seem to be the same people who are now as if they are following you.
They followed us to your shop, and then they're still following us.
Yeah.
I walk towards
I feel like we
Laura
should
and
get one.
casually bump into there, and then whisper real quick that there's people behind us and not to make a scene.
Make a scene. It'll be funny.
No.
Wait, what do you do? You're not walking towards them, Savaris? You're walking towards the group?
Yeah. I bumped into Thora, looking like I wasn't paying attention, and then whispered to her.
Yeah. I guess I spread that to the rest of them.
Okay.
Let's leave out the back.
All right. So as you are loading up, so where do you plan on going from here?
I don't know.
I do not know.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, we don't really have much of a lead.
We can always lead them down some dark alley to see if they'll follow us, and then beat them up.
Or at least grab one to question why they're following us.
Or we could go drinking.
Yay, day drinking.
Hey, yo.
I mean, okay.
Hey, it's brunch time.
It's beer o'clock time.
It's mimosa time, bitches.
So I recommend drinking to kill two birds with one stone.
Okay.
So let's go drinking because
Let's
we
go
can
gambling.
ask the barkeep for any sort of rumors. And they will have to come in the freaking tavern at a point.
So how so LeChon will pipe up. It's just like so the butlers gave me the recommendations. Or no, it wasn't the butlers. It was
Oh,
the kitchen staff, right?
true. Yeah, because I was looking for a brewmaster. So, what are you looking for? You looking for some high class shit? You looking for some, run of the mill stuff? They gave me the deets. Thalra,
What? Sorry.
are you looking for a more?
How we're on the scale of high class to seedy.
Oh, I don't care. I would argue the seedier the better.
Oh, that one's easy.
Well, I am wearing my fine clothes.
You mean the toga? That's your fine clothes?
Yes. I'm elegant as fuck.
Hmm.
Alright, then to the CD parts we go.
Sounds good.
So you go a little bit out of the way. You stick on the north side of town because you're trying to a certain extent, you're trying to bait them. So you try to find. You don't necessarily want to guide them back to the Errol estate.
Oh, you yawning are killing me, I swear.
I'm sorry.
Fuck.
You find
Get wrecked.
after a few visits down some back alleys, you find one that doesn't even appear to have a name. Right?
Okay.
It literally just has a wooden sign that shows a mug of beer.
Okay.
You go in. It's dark. Not technically it's dim light. There's chatter going on. There's not really music. And people are. It's a little bit of a squeeze going in. But not really. Like there's plenty of there's room, but it's like all the rooms are the places to sit are kind of. They got as many tables in here as they could. There's very clearly not a fire marshal.
Yeah.
You can tell that people are not like it's not even ordering at the table. You literally have to go to the bar, place your order, and go back to your table after you get your drinks. There is a rather imposing looking half orc behind the bar, cleaning some mugs. He looks at y'all. Most of y'all are wearing your adventuring, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am.
LeChon is the one who's in relatively fancy clothes. And
Silly
LeChon sticks out like a sore thumb.
As a envoy of the Great One should.
You go in, like there's kind of a break in the chatter as people look at you. As they go back to what they're doing, normal conversation continues. You approach the bar and the orc look at you and very did I say half orc or orc? Is it half orc, right?
Half orc.
In very gruff and terse language, just in a low voice, it's like, what'll it be?
Do I recognize any of the bottles on the shelf behind him?
There are no bottles. There is
Oh,
there is a very large keg that is currently tapped.
whatever's on tap. I don't want to make it difficult for him. And by him, I mean you.
Well, it is a seedy place. It doesn't really have it, so he'll he looks at you, is like, 4 then.
Y'all drinking, or is it just me?
I'm drinking.
So
Whoops.
I'm drinking.
Same.
he makes 4 he'll make 4 mugs, and you'll have noticed that people are also, there are some people who are eating, they're all eating the exact same thing, which is some stew and what appears to be bread, but that's really it. There's not much variety. It's everyone has the same mugs with the same looking beer, and occasionally they'll be eating the stew.
Okay. Can we
We
ask the
ask
bartender
him
a
about
question?
strange goings on.
Yeah.
He'll look at you. As you mentioned it to him as he's pouring the drinks. It's like, well, you're the strangest ones I've seen all week. You don't get many of your kind here.
What does he mean by our kind?
For that.
I think he means women.
Once it's said, Rax, you will look around. There are no other elves in this place.
Oh.
It is all dwarves and orcs and half orcs.
Okay.
Well, there's elves in here
Yeah.
now.
Everybody looks tired. They are.
Thank you, Tesla. Appreciate it, man.
Everybody looks tired. Everyone looks very well worked.
Thank you as well.
And it's like this is a rather seedy place. It is very much a working man's pub.
So this is where everyone goes after a long shift at the long shift factory.
I was gonna say, is he saying that we can't handle our liquor?
I don't think they have any actual liquor to handle. They just have depression water.
He'll hand you the 4 mugs, and ask if there's anything else he can help you with.
Well, if we're the strangest things he's seen all week, then I doubt it. Unless Thalra can think of something else.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, if there's a way to phrase it.
Like, I have a feeling I know what you want. I'm just trying to think of how to make it work, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wrote myself into the corner with how he was acting, and
I guess I would just ask, like, has he heard of any strange occult activities.
Stupid monitor. Bolt, you say? No, we have
Yes.
we got the weirdos in the nut job saying that the games are just an excuse for fey dealings.
Fucking fairies.
You hear someone in the background. It's true.
Just to fuck with him,
These
I
games are
yell
not
out,
for the
"What's your
sham."
name?"
And then someone else is like, "You're not. You're just mad because you lost all. You've never predicted a single victor in the games. That may be true, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a sham."
Just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct.
Next thing, you can start seeing more people kind of chime in. Oh, don't listen to him. Next thing he's gonna say is that the only reason he lost is because they rigged it. The face stuff is only recent. And some of the other people say
The Fae are always the problem.
Some of the others start chiming in. It's like, say what you want, but this is the games are what make things good. It keeps us busy. It keeps our bellies full. And then you hear like a.
Would we
few more
find
people.
offense to that because elves have Fae ancestry?
Usually when people refer to the Fae, they're talking about actually fairies.
Yeah.
Not so much the Fae wild.
I'm keeping an eye on the door. Make sure the people that were following us to see if they've actually like finally kind of joined us in the bar, I guess.
Yeah. After a little bit more back and forth, you kind of get people talking about the games themselves. They start talking. Someone starts talking about the Lucky Seven and how the first one was clearly the first death was clearly an accident, but the second and the third were completely avoidable, and that shouldn't have done it. And then someone else goes back on to tell him, it's like, that's what you get for betting on a halfling. If you had bet on the orcs, you would have made. You would think that they were. That's why he's upset that it happened, right? Because like halflings are supposed to be lucky. Why did I lose?
There must be a warlock afoot.
The entire room starts going from very, very quiet, private conversations to large discussions about the games. It's like only a freaking elf would get the entire group bitching about the games. And he starts pouring more drinks. If anyone's drinking
Stares smugly.
It is a very strong ale. It lacks any discernible flavor. Like, if someone were to describe how beer tastes, this is beer. It's not Guinness, it's not Bud Light, it's not an IPA, it's not anything fancy. It's beer.
Standard.
No frills, no whistles, just beer.
It's piss water.
And he'll point you to a table. It's like you can't keep. It's like if you're gonna stick around, go sit down. Well, if you want something else, just come and get it.
We take our seats.
And the conversation's still going. You do hear talk about a dwarf who, like, parties are usually 5 to 10. There are known to be casualties, and typically the more people on your side, the more likely it. Like, myth is that the more people you have, the higher likely you are to die. There's no real data to support this. It's just rumors. The Lucky Seven were a popular group, and they were doing well up until they lost 3 people. One in one game a few weeks ago, and then 2 weeks ago, and then one that happened literally the other day. Like, so back to back, they had losses. You do hear that there is another group that is only 3 people large, and it is doing very well so far. The past 3 games that they have gone up against, they have won almost effortlessly by its appearances. Their leader is a dwarf, but they have yet to. What's really notable is that his party members almost never do anything. They typically stand on the outskirts of the fight. If something gets too close to them, they'll do something. But usually the dwarf handles everything.
They're just in there popping dodge.
Yeah. And while there is no real, like, the upper limit is like 10 people for what people bring in, the minimum that you take is 3.
Yeah.
Like, that is one of the rules. So, by having, like, everyone's saying that this guy's new, but the only reason he has his teammates is to be able to enter.
Interesting. Oh my god,
And
my sinuses.
There are some people who are saying it's like most notably the orcs in the room are very dismissive of him. Like, sure, he's strong, but like you guys complain about superstitions and fae and all these and cheating. Yeah, when it comes to the dwarf who's handling everything by himself, nope, that's just dwarven pride, and he's as great as great can be. It's like calling nothing but a bunch of dwarves calling the anvil black, right?
Oh, no,
like,
I mean, I work there with dwarves very closely.
Like, that's different. He deserves to win. Look at how great he is.
Okay.
I squint my eyes. What do you know about great ones? Clearly, these commoners are ignorant of the Great One.
Yeah,
Is it too late to join in?
They don't recognize the name Great One before they start questioning it. Savaris, you will notice that some of the people, or at least you think that they were, because now they have hoods up. there's a group that comes in and they seem to stop and look around, and you can almost feel them eyeing you as they quickly shuffle to a table, and one person goes up to the bar and starts placing an order.
Bob, while all this is going on, was I able to pick up on any thieves' cant going on? Since this is a more seedier establishment?
You know what? Yes. You can hear some people starting to talk about
These crazy elves.
well, God damn it. My stomach hurts.
Oh,
With the thieves' cant that you catch up on, and you hear people talking about they're casing patrons, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you can tell that part of this is, you know, the rules. We don't steal in the bar. But it's like they're making it so easy for us, though. Why else would a bunch of elves come into this place? It's like, and that's why we're not gonna get them. They're expecting, like, there are people who are like, you can hear that there's a group of people who are casing you, and there's a group of them saying
Mm-hmm.
they're an easy mark, and another group saying
They're almost too easy of a mark.
Trap. This is a fucking trap.
And it definitely is.
We're going to do it, and we're going
Which one it is?
by the city guard.
But which one is it? Take a gamble.
It's like the people who are, you can tell, like, it's like, if you want, like, there are people who are like, if you're gonna do it, we're not gonna get involved. You take whatever you get with you. We want nothing else. We want no part of it.
I relay this to the party.
Can I ask? What was it I was gonna ask? You guys maybe forget now. I don't know. It'll come to me. There's something I wanted to ask.
I wrap my arm around Lechon, putting a beer in their hand, and then like whispering them that our guests have arrived. The hood's on.
Oh.
Without looking.
I did want to ask the bartender what he thought about the whole business in Waterdeep.
The dragon attacks.
And what he had heard about that.
He kind of, trying to think of, because to people who never leave Neverwinter, or to the commoners who never really leave their city, what happens to another city is almost of no consequence. The only real reason people might be a little bit worried, and like this guy's in the same category, is just like, if the dragons attacked Waterdeep, who, like, maybe there's a legitimate concern with this blizzard thing and the threat of the white dragons as well, right? Like, if it was anyone anywhere else, it's just like, this would be a useless fucking rumor. But because they know, like, people have heard about Waterdeep being attacked, it almost gives credence to like the threat of it here.
Well, and I kind of bring up to him, it's like, that's why I was asking about if they had any occult goings on, because I heard it was a cult that was responsible for it.
He can't really. He doesn't really know much about that. Like the actual like organized attack part of it and like the continued aspect of it kind of died down the further away from Waterdeep you. Like the fact that dragons attacked and that like dragons attacked in a pair kind of overshadows everything else that made it, right?
I mean, fair, but I described the robes and the tassels, and I asked him if he's seen anyone like that.
I mean, that lot that just came in.
No, they aren't wearing the same type of robe.
Darn.
Like you described the robes and tassels, but he hears like that's pretty specific. And you can kind of feel like it's one of those things like where you realize that if it's true, like he's most like he's trying to picture if he's seen it before and he's coming to the realization that he has.
Oh. Neverwinter.
And where has he?
Well, they've been in his bar.
As a matter of fact, they're all in the bar.
As a matter of fact, they're right behind you.
Gonna say perception check?
They're not here.
Okay.
That would have been something that
Darn.
as a perception would have spotted.
I was gonna say.
So no cultists are in the city, at least.
For now.
Until we demolish them and turn them into interns.
It's alright. Kick their door down. Go kick their door down.
Oh, the ones that were in that came in.
Yeah, let's go beat them up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just start a fight in the bar.
Oh, hang on now. Let's not be the aggressors, because I would reflect poorly on, the people that took us in.
Yeah.
But if it's self-defense, then by all means.
He's not wrong.
But Sean being the voice of reason was not on my bingo card.
No.
Alright, that's
no, it was
crazy.
not.
I was expecting a let's do this.
Get dunked on.
How do you want to do this?
We should daintily get up from our seats and leave the bar. And bait them into an alley.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Not even an alley, just a side road that's less traveled, less people around. Just in case they have a huge AoE spell. But by all means, there can be civilians afoot that can report that very beautiful elves were attacked and defended themselves.
One very beautiful elf, considering that you're the only one in real clothes, or nice clothes, I should say.
Are you trying to say Thalra isn't beautiful?
Thorwald's in full armor.
that
That's
really
what makes
matter, though?
Thalra beautiful.
If it's fantasy armor, so it's like not really there.
But yeah, I think baiting them into an alley to mug us is the move to make.
Yeah. I
Okay.
agree with Lechon for once in this weird situation.
Okay, so you go out. You finish. You make sure all your drinks are paid for. They were, but like when you
Yes.
ordered them. But
Because we're good honest patrons, we also tip generously.
so you go outside and you kind of you make sure they see where you're going, type thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you want to do this? Like, are you gonna try to set a trap? Or like ambush them from behind, or what?
How narrow is this alleyway? Are we like too
So the
broad?
alleyway,
Or-
like you're on a side road right now. Like there's an alley to your side that's probably like maybe 5 foot wide.
Okay, so we round the corner, right? And then I wall run up and doing the splits on the wall above so they can't see me. And
everyone
have
else,
them
like
walk
everyone, they see everyone go into an alleyway. They go behind you. You run up, brace yourselves, and as they get try to chase the group, you fall behind them, and so you box them in, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Exactly
Okay.
what I'm going.
Okay. So you pay, you move away so that they can see which hallway or which alley you're going down into. And you pull it. You start doing this. Zephyr, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
17.
I was waiting for it to be a natural one, and Zephyr just himself all midair.
All right. So before you go down basically what happens is you go down, you get up and you start leaving, and before you leave, you notice that they sure enough they start getting up to follow you. Like the one who got the drinks, like is coming back to the table with the drinks as they're getting up, just like, and you can kind of see him slumps like motherfucker. He just sets them on the table next to him and starts it's like just take him. We don't want him anymore. It's just like the patrons are like, seriously, mate, hell yeah.
Free beer.
Yeah, free beer. You leave the bar. You go down you walk a ways. They leave and they see you as you go down the road. There's four of them, and they're kind of shuffling after you. And sure enough, the plan works. You go down the hallway, and like you go far enough in so that they think they're cornering you, and so whenever you turn on them and they start like aggressively posturing, that's when Lechon falls back. So you kind of they are very quiet in how they're doing it. They start reaching, like you notice, and they start reaching into their cloaks to pull something out. And how do you want to play it from here?
Are they like right above me now, or
Oh no, they're further in. Like, this out of the way.
Yeah.
God damn it! Forgot they were.
I say because I think Zephyr wanted to like elbow drop one of them as they walked
Yeah.
under him.
yeah, like the last guy, pretty much.
Oh,
just,
you wanted
like,
to elbow
down.
drop one instead of just
Yeah.
like boxing him in. Okay.
Yeah. So like I would like get like fall literally like the 5 feet literally right behind him. So as the last guy passed, I would come down like elbows coming down, driving down.
Sylvaris from the top rope.
Unreal.
Yeah.
So yeah, like as
Well,
the
so
guy,
As God is my witness, he is torn in half.
So this is more along the lines of a like the alley itself rather than like
yeah.
like the group is here or here. Here's the main road.
Yeah.
So like
Set probably like right.
so like there's 4 of them and you basically get the drop. You drop on one of them and just knock him absolutely out.
Yeah.
How do you want to do it from here?
I mean, clearly they've all turned around on me.
Oh yeah, like I'm sure the group itself has also turned around and started aggressively posturing back. It's like you think you think we're trapped in here with you? No, you're trapped in here with us.
Shoot at their feet with firebolt. Dance.
Can I notice
Like
anything?
nobody has said anything so far.
Yeah, can I notice anything specifically on the guy that I knocked out? Like looking down at him, a glance.
I
Like
mean, you
scales,
probably
what
knocked
And
have you
cultist
noticed?
robes, rosary.
face forward.
Rotary, yeah. Like specifically.
You probably
like,
knocked him face forward.
Did it
Yeah,
knock his hood down?
flip him
After-
over.
Pop it.
Right?
Twist it.
Pull it.
Twist it.
Load
Oh,
it.
Twist it,
Smack
dick.
them.
Grab his stick and twist it.
Give it the old dick.
I'm glad we shared the same brain cell.
But all right. I pretty much shout at them like, "Why are you following us? Who are you? What are you doing here?"
They kind of look a little bit flustered. Because they expected this to be easier, right? As misguided as they were.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? Who sent you?
And they'll be like after it's like
The drugs, where are they?
they kind of shove one of them. It's like, you have something that belongs to us, and we expect it back.
And what is that?
Like they start pulling out their weapons, and so just
I turn to
It's-
Latan and I go, "Have you been gambling?"
it's like
I pull
they just-
out some 6-sided dice. You know I always gamble, bitch.
like, don't act foolish. We know you have the mask.
What mask? I don't have the mask. I hold up both of my hands, opening up my cloak a little bit.
And like they're
Uncloaks cock.
God
What?
Whips out meat scepter.
Woo.
Sylvaris is a fucking pervert. I don't
Dude.
got your mask here, boys.
I'll give you another mask.
Killing you is too easy.
Like they're a little bit lost in everything, right? Like they really don't seem to know what they're doing, other than the fact they know they're supposed to get the mask from you, right?
Does,
They don't know. They don't know where it is. Just the fact that, from whatever they've been told, you have it.
So, looking like, because I'm obviously close to the guy that's like in front of me.
Yeah.
Does he?
Are they
does his eyes-
possessed?
Yeah. Does he look possessed? Does his eyes look like a little like glazed over? Are they glossy?
No, not so much. Not so much possessed as
Hypnotized?
Yeah, does he look
Something
sleep-
where
I'm
they're
trying to
not
think of,
in control of their body?
no, they're 100% in control. The best way to describe it is they're not
May I
as
suggest?
they're not as fervent in like the cultists that you've dealt with so far have been primarily all like take for example the assassin. Right?
Fanatics.
The assassin was completely willing to throw his life away to do it. He was 100% confident in everything he did.
These people are fresh recruits. I haven't drank the Kool-Aid.
Like they're still trying to do what they're doing. They're following their instructions. They're just not very good at it, right? Like it's like they were given instructions, but they weren't
I
given
implore
the why.
them to reconsider.
They weren't given the how. And it's like to them, it's more along the lines of they thought it would be easier, right? They weren't given all the information. They were told this group has
Easier? Baby, we kill dragons.
They didn't know that. It was like, wait, what?
And now they learn.
I produce the dragon heads. And now they live and learn, hanging on to the edge of tomorrow.
Ain't no fucking way.
As I implore them to reconsider with my 23.
Did you actually bring the dragon head out?
They could leave. You know what? Fuck it, yeah. Let's do it.
So this would be an intimidation check, not a persuasion check, but go ahead and do it at advantage.
Okay. Intimidation.
And which one do you bring out? Or both of them?
Who do we have again?
You
black
have
one and-
the black dragon and the green dragon.
You know what? We'll pull out Sagrith's head to go along with my sword.
So with the 21 in intimidation, you produce the bag of holding. You pull out both dragon heads. It's a bit of a tight squeeze in this alleyway, and you make this rousing speech of, you should like tell your. It's like whoever told you to do this, they sorely
Really doesn't
misjudged.
like you.
Like doing it in your most intimidating is just like reconsider your life choice. However, one of them bolts forward.
Towards
He bolts
Or
forward.
towards me.
Yes, to you, specifically to the dragon heads, and grabs Sagris and casts a spell.
What spell?
It appears to be spatial magic.
Can I use my Dispel Magic from my ruby on him?
No.
you can Misty Step out of the way.
No.
No.
Misty Step would move Latron out of the way, yeah.
Not everything that he's holding.
A dragon head is not something you hold.
But I could Dimension Door it.
I mean, if it's not something that he holds, then how would he get it out of the bag?
He pulls it out of the bag, but like a dragon head is probably the size of Latron.
Okay.
So I just Dimension Door out of there with it.
Right, but that's not fast enough to deal with it. He's also casting dimension.
Even with my sorcery points
What you need is
to quicken it to be a bonus action.
What we need is counterspell, specifically counterspell.
I don't think anybody has that. Unless you have the staff with it or whatever. The wand.
As he runs forward and grabs Sagris' skull, and he teleports 500 feet away, leaving the other three behind.
So we don't have a chance to like intercept him when he's running forward?
Doesn't he have to see where he's teleporting to?
Not with Dimension Door.
Nope.
Okay, I guess he gets away.
Yeah.
That's
Not necessarily. You can have Ronnie fly up, because it's going to be easy to spot a dragon head. Especially a, green one. Have Ronnie relay what direction, and then I just...
Okay. Well, the way it was describing and how I didn't like there wasn't anything for you to physically do. It sounded like Latron was up front. So it was Sylvaris in the back, the group of people, and then Latron with the dragon heads, and then y'all behind Latron. That's how I pictured the scene.
Yeah.
okay.
I was about to say, not gonna lie, that's how I picture it too, because I imagine I was probably lagging behind, so when we turn around, I would inherently be at the front at that point.
Oh, gotcha. I thought we boxed them in. I guess we didn't get that far.
Well, we did, but how we box them in is Zephyr hit the very last person in the convoy, and then when we turn around, I imagine it just being a 180-degree turn, not a we swing around turn.
Okay.
That's fine. I have no way to stop it, so he gets away with the head.
Like I said, you just send Ronnie up in the air to scout for it. Then I just Dimension Door after him.
Okay.
So do you have Ronnie do that?
No. I'm sorry, I did not hear what you guys were saying.
Well, then,
The
cool.
the group that you have here,
Yeah.
is kind of surprised by this guy's action.
Yeah.
This was like, what is he doing? like, one, they are completely out of their element. They're legitimately out of their element. And these guys, after you, I'm gonna guess that you're gonna start questioning them, right?
Yes.
Like you strip them down. You strip them down to their skivvies. Tie them up. These are like once you remove their cloaks, you can find like the markings of. You can see their white scales. They do not actually have a great amount to them. They kind of. They feel like they're neglected almost as far as cult members are concerned.
This could be their chance to prove themselves.
Right. They were given instructions. They were given
Join the Helldivers.
Yeah. They like I'm trying to think of how best to describe it. They were given descriptions of y'all. They were given instructions, and they wanted to get the white mask from you. Like these are the guys that have the white mask. The best information we have is that they're in Neverwinter. If you find them, let us know, and we'll start tracing them from there and try to get the mask back from them.
Yeah.
You do catch them saying they never should have trusted the other guy.
Who is the other guy?
Got away.
The one that got away is not a white scale. He is a gray scale.
In case you missed it, Kat, Latron, while he was talking, brought the head out, the dragon head,
that
put it in his bag, and he got, okay, so they teleported away with it. The guy ran up, touched it, and dealt Dimension Door with the head away from us.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Latron was asking about, sending Brownie up to go check to see where he went so that he can chase it with Dimension Door.
Oh, okay.
So that's where we were at.
I mean, then yeah, I'm fine doing that.
Because we don't know where he went.
Yeah, that was the part I missed, was the Dimension Door.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we do that, Bob?
If you want to do that, sure. The problem is you don't know which direction he teleported from in the first place. Like, you know where he teleported from, so it's like 500 feet in any direction is the range, because y'all are familiar with Dimension Door itself.
I mean, it is a dragon head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can Ranny smell it?
Yeah, which is why I said have Ronnie put an eagle eye that shit.
Like, it's got to still be bleeding and stuff, I'd imagine.
Possibly.
And boy, is it stinky.
Unless they were prepared to transport it as well.
From 500 feet from some random place? Like you said, you couldn't be carrying it, right? So they have to be.
I'm going to let you track it to some extent.
I was gonna say, like, I don't really have anything because, like, I don't assume primeval awareness will work here.
The chance that you track it is there. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared to run a track, so we'll start with that the next session.
Okay.
That way y'all have a chance to get it back before it escapes.
Like, I can understand if they're ready to transport it. I do. But you said that they can only teleport.
Like I said, it makes sense.
Like, you're right. So
you
like,
went to a random location. If it was a much more controlled environment, I would be much less willing to do. But it's like, you're right. This is functionally a random location. The chance of them having the spot to get away from at any number of given locations in the city is way too plot convenient. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So are we gonna end it
So-
here
That's
then?
also
or-
because I
Yeah,
have
so
the.
So let's end it here so that I can figure out how I want to run that.
Okay.
And it seems like a good place to stop given the time.
Yeah. I am.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Let me see who all is on.
I don't know what this guy's spell slot situation's like, but I can at least mention door 5 times.
I'm gonna send you guys over to Mr. Fino. He is doing some FGO himself. I will be back tomorrow.
Oh, hell yeah.
I say Wednesday is still date night for me, and I don't know what I'm doing next weekend yet. So schedule is up in the air. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for hanging out. See you guys for the next one. Probably in 2-ish weeks, but we'll see. Alright.
Yay,
Go give
holiday
Fino my love.
seasons.
Yeah, go give Fino my love, and good night.